Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my third update in my Project Pan Finish 18 by 2018. I am really excited to film today's update, although I don't have much exciting progress to share with you guys. I'm rather disappointed in my progress, but I have loved this Project Pan. This is the first Project Pan I have ever done. Since then, I've joined a couple other Project Pans, and I just love panning because it makes you so much of a smarter makeup consumer, and I've just learned a ton about my makeup preferences and just my consumption of makeup through this Project Pan. So I do plan before the year is over to make like a things I've learned through Project Panning video, so let me know if you guys are interested in that. But if you guys are interested in seeing the progress that I've made on the 18 products that I have going in my Finish 18 and 2018 Project Pan, oh my gosh, product and project are like so similar in words, like I mix them up all the time. If you guys are interested in seeing my progress on my 18 products in this Project Pan, then just keep watching. It is currently super dark and gloomy outside, you guys, so if you're hearing a thunder, it's like we got a huge storm going on outside, and if my lighting seems, it's never great anyway, so anyway. Let's just jump into the products. So I'm going to jump into the products that I believe I had already finished by the last update, which I think is just 2 products. First, I have the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This was about halfway full. This is about half full when I started this project. And this one didn't take me too long to finish off at all. I pretty much just use this every single day, and I got through this one really quick. This is in the shade Pearl, which at the time that I purchased this, I believe this was the 3rd lightest shade. I also have the shade Vanilla, I think, which I believe was the 2nd lightest shade when I bought this. And I still have Vanilla. I really do like this foundation. When I pulled this into the project, I wasn't 100% sure on whether or not I still liked it. And then as I used it, I realized that I still really do like it. And then I think I was just wearing it so much that I kind of got bored with it. But I actually do want to pull my other one out because this is a really good foundation. It gives a nice natural finish to the skin, which is kind of my favorite finish. I do typically like a more like leaning towards the luminous side, definitely not matte, but natural finish would have to be my favorite. So this was an easy one to get through. That is product number 1 that I got through. Then I also finished off the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer. I had mine in the shade Very Fair. This took me so long to get through, you guys. I did pull the stopper out, and it is pretty much completely gone. Like, I could not get enough concealer out of here to do both my eyes. So this is done. I didn't hate this concealer, and honestly this cost $28, and I'm not kidding, it lasted me like 8 months of pretty consistent use. So you definitely get your money's worth out of this one, but it just wasn't my favorite concealer ever. I prefer the Urban Decay Naked Skin. I just recently have been trying the Ulta brand full coverage concealer, which I really like. And then what other concealers? Those are the 2 I think I like the best. I feel like I haven't found my perfect concealer yet. I know everyone loves the Too Faced Sculpting one, and I like that one, but I just like, I don't love a full coverage concealer. I don't know. I haven't found my perfect concealer yet, you guys. So this one is another one that I finished off though. And then this is a new one that I finished off since the last update, and actually the top of this broke off, but this was my Ren Clear Skincare Perfect Canvas Silicone Free Skin Finishing Serum. This was basically just like a finishing serum, but I used it as a primer. It did have a tacky feel to it. I loved the feel of it. It was hydrating on the skin, but not too hydrating, and it just gave like a nice base to the skin. Nothing like too special though. I don't remember what this cost, but I think this was more on the pricey side. And honestly, I have other serums that I like better, and I have other primers that I like better, so I don't need to repurchase this, but I am interested in trying more from the Ren skincare line. And then another one that I finished, I believe since the last update, it was either this was done at the last update or it was done at I only had a few uses after the last update and then I finished it. But this is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the salmon color. As you can tell, it's totally gone. Sorry, I'm sitting farther away from my camera than usual, so I feel like I'm having to like really reach here. But this is done. I love this Under Eye Brightening Concealer. It does a really great job of erasing dark circles. And usually I will go in with this before I even go in with foundation, and it has a really hydrating texture to it, so super hydrating. It wouldn't be something that I would use by itself per se, and I always would go in under your foundation because I feel like if you did it over foundation, it would tug away at your foundation. Anyway, this was the second container of this that I've gone through, and I definitely plan to purchase another one of these in the future. Okay, so those are the 4 products that I finished off, and I understand I only have 3 months left in this project to finish off the rest of these products. And like I said, I've learned so much from doing this project pan, just about like makeup consumption in general. I'll kind of get into more about that as we go through the rest of these products. But I mean, I'll be lucky to even finish off a couple more of these by the next update or by the finale. So I've learned a lot this project pan, but I'm super excited for next year's project pan because I feel like I'll just be smarter about the items I select. But let's just jump into, oh, here's another one that I actually had hit my goal on. I had pulled in this Tartelette Tease palette, and my goal was to hit pan on 3 shades. And by the last update, I had hit pan on 4, and I have continued with pan on those 4 shades. I haven't expanded the pan too much on any of these shades just because I really have kind of put this away for the most part since the last update. I haven't really worn a lot of makeup. I did not wear a lot of makeup in August, and I did not wear a lot of makeup in July. So that's part of the reason my progress has slowed down significantly on some of these. But this is a really nice travel-friendly palette. Nice to, like, I don't know, if you work out before you go to work and then you just want like a quick, simple, easy look. This is a really easy to work with palette, and I enjoyed using this. I mean, I'm gonna keep this in my collection for a while longer, but yeah, hit pan on 4 of those shades. And then I have my NYX HD finishing powder. This is the brightening like banana color. This is what I've got for pan here. As you can tell, I have pretty significant pan. I am not too much into like repressing. I've never actually repressed a product. We'll see if I decide to do that this year at all, but I might be able to finish this one by my next update or by the finale. We'll have to see. If I use or if I wear makeup more often than I have been, then I feel confident I can finish this. I pretty much just use this to set my forehead lines. I used to use it to set underneath my eyes, but I felt like it dried my eyes out just a little bit too much. So I use it to just set my forehead. That sounds so random, but I do find that a lot of my foundations settle into my forehead lines. So I like to use it for setting that. I'll usually use it to set around my nose, especially in the winter time when I always have a runny nose. And that's the way that I've gotten a lot of use out of this. So we'll see if I finish this by the finale, but this is one of my more promising products to finish. Another product that I think I could potentially finish by the end of this project is the Hoola Benefit Bronzer in the mini version. This is where I'm at for this. I believe I've expanded the pan still some more since the last update. And again, like now I have this huge pan in the middle. I probably should repress this, but again, I haven't done a whole ton of research on like repressing and things like that, but this bronzer I really like for contouring specifically. It just works well as a contour shade for me, and that's really what I've used this for. I do plan to pick this up again when I finish this. This is one of my favorite contour bronzing products ever, and it's been crazy to me to like realize how slowly you go through this. Like, can you imagine if I had this in a full size? I probably wouldn't have been able to finish it this year. This was a mini, and this has taken me so long to get through. So that is one thing that I've really learned throughout the progression of this project, is just how long it takes to get through products. One example of that would be blushes. I thought it would be a brilliant idea to include 2 mini blushes as well as a large blush palette in this project. And I am not going to hit pan on any of these, you guys. The closest for me would be, and this is like, I won't ever. This is my palette that I included. It's the Smashbox LA Lights Blush and Highlight palette. This summer I was using these 2 shades quite a bit. This is kind of like the highlight shade that I would use more as a blush topper, and then I really thought this color was pretty. It just kind of gave like almost like a sunburnt look to the skin, not in like a bad way. But you need so little blush to give you the effect that you want, so not even close on this. And this is one that I'm going to be retiring because none of these shades really are appropriate for the fall time. So this is probably what it's going to look like at the finale. And yeah, learned a lot from including this in the project. I also included this NARS mini blush in Ghoul, and to be honest with you, I don't even know if I've used this more than like 1 or 2 times in the course of the year, so I'll probably end up decluttering this at the end of the year, but I kind of just want to keep this in here just for the remainder of this project. If you look, it's just like not a shade of blush that I would really ever go for. It's way too berry tone for me, and it has some glitter in it too. Just not my favorite. And again, I'm like really learning that you don't go through blushes very quickly at all. And then I also included this Makeup Forever mini, which I've used but not a whole ton. I'll start using this again more in the fall winter because the shade is more appropriate again now. It's kind of like a really pretty mauve toned blush. There it is right there. This is in the shade S214, but I again do not think I'll even come close to hitting pan on this. For me, I just have realized that I like more neutral, natural looking blushes, and I don't like too much of a flush of color, so I've learned a lot from having blush in my project this year. Next up, I had made really good progress between update number 2 and update number 3 on my Hoola Quickie contour stick, and then I pretty much stopped using makeup, so I haven't made a ton more progress on this. This is what it looks like all the way rolled down, and then this is how much product that I have left. I'm still confident that this might be one that I can finish before the end of the year. This is one of the ones that seems more promising to me. So I'm hoping that I can finish this off by the end of the year. I don't know if I would repurchase this. I want to try one of the Fenty match sticks just because I feel like this leans a little too warm for me. But I do want to finish this off, so this is one that I am determined to finish by the end of 2018. Oh, I forgot. I hit my goal on this one. So I had originally included a different brow product in my project pan at the beginning of the year. Took it with me on a girls trip to Vegas and it ended up shattering. So I ended up buying the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in the shade Ebony, and my goal is just to hit pan on this. And I actually have hit pan, as you can tell. So I was super proud of this. This did take me a long time to hit pan, I will say, almost 6 months to hit pan on this. And as you can see, I still have so much product left in this. So I can't imagine going through one of these even in like a 2-year span. And I use this pretty much every single day. So I really have learned to really love and enjoy this product. And I'm glad that I included this one in my project pan. Okay, 2 more that I threw in because this one, I can't remember why I pulled this one in. Oh, yes. So I had originally included a MAC concealer that was just old, dry, and I hated using it. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to pull a different product in instead of this because it makes no sense to go through a product that you hate. I've learned, even with some of these blushes, like, I'm going to keep them in through the end of this project, but I've learned if you don't like a product, like, just get rid of it. Honestly, like, give it to a friend, donate it, sell it, like, do whatever you got to do. But don't use products you don't like. And that's really something that I've learned throughout the course of this project. So I had tossed in this NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Light to Vanilla. This is what it looks like right now. I kind of like have forgotten about this, but I've recently pulled this back out and started using it again. I don't know that I can finish this off. I don't think I'll be able to finish this off by the end of 2018, but I think I can make some pretty significant progress as long as I remember to use this one. So I'm interested to see what this will look like at the finale. But yeah, there's another product that I had pulled in. And then I also shattered my Opal Mini, the Becca Opal Mini, which I wasn't too sad about. I was getting so frustrated. I was using the heck out of that Becca Opal highlight and I was seeing no progress whatsoever. And then one day I opened it and it like had just gotten so soft that it shattered. So I decided to pull in my ColourPop Flexitarian to replace this. And this is another one that I just have not used that much. I kind of like forgot I had pulled it in. But this makes a super, super pretty inner corner highlight. I love this for inner corner highlighting. And honestly, you guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful blinding highlight. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it as per usual with my lights, but this is an incredibly blinding highlight, which is why I don't wear this on an everyday basis, but I do really enjoy using this as an inner corner highlight, so I don't think I'll even get close to hitting pan on this by the end of 2018, but I am really excited to try and remind myself to use this and to see what my progress over the next 3 months is really going to look like. And then to end it, I have 4 lip products. The first is this Bite Beauty Mini in Cashew. I pulled this in to replace the Mini in Velvet Teddy from MAC because I lost that one. And honestly, this is what I have on my lips today, but this is the first time I'm using it since the last update. I sort of suck at putting lip products on, and I fall into like this, I'm like a creature of habit, and once I find a lip color I really like, I just always wear that lipstick. But this is a really, really pretty color. This is how much I have left. And I really love this color for the fall time, so I am going to really try and like bring this to the forefront of my mind, and like maybe I'll set it on my vanity so I remember to use this. But I don't know, I know this is a mini, so like there's a chance where if I use this a good amount, I could finish this by the end of 2018, and if I did, I'd be pretty dang proud of myself. I love the Bite Beauty lip formula, so it's a great formula, and again, it's a great color. I just need to remind myself to use it. This is not a lip product. I don't know what I was thinking, but this is a Stila Glittering Glow. I have mine in the shade Kitten Karma, or it's in the shade Kitten Karma. I will never pull in a liquid glitter again. I don't know what I was thinking. I like loved these last holiday, and I still like them. I don't know again if you'll be able to see this swatched, but it's like a really pretty golden glittering glow, and I loved this last December, which is probably why I decided to pull it in, and I just haven't gotten much use out of this at all. It's probably still right there where the line is showing from like the initial check-in, because I really haven't used this much at all. I will never pull one of these in again. And honestly, if you guys are planning, or if you're like wanting to pick these up, I would recommend picking up this set in the mini where you get like 3 different ones, because it seriously takes forever to go through these. Like I'd used this a lot last January and I wasn't even halfway through, or not last January, last December. Okay, so then I also have this NARS full-size lipstick. This is one of their matte, this is one of their Be Legendary lipsticks. It is in mauve matte. Looks like this. I've worn this a couple times. I just do not love the shade on me. I don't know if it's just like too much of a cool tone pink, but it's also like, I don't know, it's not like a pale pink, it's like more in the middle, and it's just like I just can never pair this with a look that I actually enjoy it. So I don't know how much more progress I'll make on this. I barely made any at all, and this is another one that I'll probably end up just giving my sister or something at the end of this project. The last product, you guys, I was so confident when I pulled this into my project pan. I was like, there's no way I won't finish this. This is one of my MAC lip glosses in the shade Oversex, and when I started the project, I was like right here, so I had like a fourth of this left, and this was laying on its side, so right now it's like up against the side here, but right now I'm right here. I've made more progress than I have any other month. I have probably 10 or less uses left on this. I just need to remember to use this. It's a really, really pretty shade. It's perfect for fall and winter time, so I can definitely get some more use out of it now, but this is one that for some reason I just don't reach for either. So again, learned so much from doing this project pan, you guys. I have really enjoyed my time doing this project so far. You guys will have to let me know if you are currently working on any items in a project, or if you've ever done a project in the past and what you've learned from it, because like I said, it certainly is a learning experience, and I feel like everyone should do one just to like be a smarter consumer. I've learned so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, don't forget to do so before you go, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.